Everybody is Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast, and it's crazy that this LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith dust stuff is really going on this long. I mean, why wouldn't it be? But I mean, you have a lot of different people chiming in with a lot of different viewpoints, man. I mean, I even heard Jason Whitlock the other day. He was saying that look, LeBron James checking Stephen A. Smith was really a message for overall just kind of being annoyed with Stephen A. Smith. He's not really even that upset about his son. I was kind of confused at LeBron James' statement to Stephen A. Smith about checking him, saying, stop, messing with my son. I mean, there's plenty of other people that he can come at that's talked negatively about Bronny James. But Stephen A. Smith, he's never said anything negative about Bronny James. He just simply said, hey, look, he's he got drafted obviously because of you, but I mean clearly, after the photo situation, he's clearly not ready to play. And I'm not sure if that was that Philly game or something like that when on the road. I don't know, right? And I think there was a game where they needed him in the rotation or something like that, or to at least get some minutes, whatever it is. Either way, not ready to play. All right, but as you see, the noise about Bronny James is we're talking about him now for the wrong reasons, because I want to say for the past month he's been very quiet about Bronny James, because Bronny James has been playing well, and when he has done something well in the G League, it'll be highlighted. You'll see it on X feed, stuff like that. But he's out of the limelight. He gets to develop, and no criticism there. People can't talk about him when he's playing well, or they can't criticize him when he's playing well in the G League, as we would hope that he will be playing well in the G League, right? So I mean, and when I've always talked about Bronny James, I was like, my criticism for sure has always been like, man, he ain't ready to be in the game. This is sad. Make a wish, kid. That's what it feels like. Don't do that. Let him go to the G League, develop. I don't think he'll be a scrub. I don't think he'll be a bum player. I just think that he will eventually become a decent player, a rotational player down the road in the NBA as he continues to develop within the Lakers system. That was it. I didn't say I hope he crashes out, doesn't fail. You know what I'm saying? And so even me, my little channel criticized it. Was never just flame up. Oh, he didn't belong in the league, and you know what I'm saying, he can't play. He just can't play in the NBA right now. He's just not ready to play on the NBA court, right? That doesn't mean he won't have the potential. I've always said that. However, though, I mean, I think LeBron James, took it to a different direction. And listen, there was a clip surfacing around of him at the Boston during the Celtics game, and he was talking to Richard Jefferson on the side, saying that he was really mad that LeBron James had, or LeBron James was talking to Richard Jefferson, saying that he was mad that when Stephen A. Smith said, as a father, that part, I'm pleading with you, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the part that really got under LeBron James' skin. That's the part. I mean, so LeBron James, I don't know if this is an interpretation issue with LeBron James. I don't know. I don't know how. I know from a basketball standpoint, business standpoint, LeBron's very intelligent. I understand all that, but I mean, I guess I don't know from a communication standpoint if he understands what Stephen A. Smith was saying. I mean, Stephen A. Smith has reiterated multiple times. He's just like, and he's doubled down on it today. He's mentioned it again, in his own pod, right? And the reason why I have this Ryan Clark clip up, because I think Ryan Clark makes an interesting point. I think Ryan Clark has pretty much in my opinion, some of the situation of the best, right? It's not about taking sides or nothing like that, but I mean, I gotta look at the situation for what it is, and I don't think LeBron James was really in a position to be checking Stephen A. Smith at a game about saying stop crapping on my son. I really don't. Now, Stephen A. Smith, the TV guy, whether you like him or not, he's gonna run his mouth. All right, but when I say run his mouth, I mean it depends. Was he really talking greasy about your son? No. Did he question LeBron James as a parent? Did he question him as a father? Like, by all accounts, LeBron James has been an excellent father. Not perfect, but I mean, his kids are all doing well in school. His other son is trying to go to college. I don't know what college he's going to go to, but it seems like he's doing well. Obviously, Bronny James, did a good job. His kids aren't in trouble. You don't see them acting crazy on social media, nothing like that. He's married. His wife, they have a good system. LeBron James had built a good network of people around him with Rich Paul, Maverick Carter. I mean, what is there to question about LeBron James off the court in a negative light? I mean, I'm sure you can probably nitpick, maybe some business decisions that you got. I don't know what he's done. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't nitpick LeBron James off the court for sure. I mean, he's done well business-wise. The guy's a billionaire, right? He seemed to have a really good family and everything, right? So, when he's saying, that part, when he talks to Richard Jefferson that got caught, saying that it was really about, I'm pleased with father. I mean, that's not what Stephen A. was getting at. What he was saying was, we know why you're on the team. And, yes, you're the player, but you also know, like, as a father, Stephen A kept saying, the backlash is what's going to happen if you let him continue to play when he's clearly not ready and he needs to be in the G League. And a lot of people have said it's off jump. And nobody crapped on Bronny James. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A for sure did not. Did not. And the people want to think he did, whatever. They just don't like Stephen A. Smith. And there's a lot of people that are happy that Stephen A. Smith got checked by LeBron James. For other reasons, right? I think an attack on sports media, Stephen A. figurehead, people like to see a sports TV guy get the smoke, right? I think that's what they enjoyed about it without actually assessing the situation for LeBron James' direct comments, as particularly ways for Bronny James. I mean, if there was other situations that Stephen A. Smith had said something wild about, LeBron James or something disrespectful about LeBron James, then I can understand that checkup to getting run up on, right? But that's not the case, though. But I'm gonna play a clip of Ryan Clark and what he had to say about this. And it's coming from the Pivot Podcast, man. So I'll play a little clip and let's go.
LeBron did what he needed to do, but what about Bronny James? Think about what LeBron is saying, right? And I agree with this. Bronny James, for a 55th overall pick, for a guy who's played well in the G League and been on the bench and got, some minutes in the NBA, he is more negatively critiqued and analyzed than any player who would be picked in that position that does the job the way that he does it. But he's also praised more. He's also been drafted in a place that his resume probably didn't say he should have been drafted in. He's also benefited in NIL when he only averaged 4 points a game. He has marketing and commercials and publicity and followings and get paid away from the court more than Mac McClung, who then led the G League in scoring and won the dunk contest 3 times because you're LeBron James's son.
Right, exactly. Right. There were so many benefits that Bronny James was able to get for being LeBron James' son. And you know what? This is nepotism clearly, right? But again, me personally, I never have a problem with it. Why not take advantage of your dad? Well, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to come with scrutiny as well. You can't have it both ways.
So what does it do to that narrative now? Mm-hmm. Right? How does LeBron running up on Stephen A help the narrative? It doesn't. Because the narrative was he's there because of you. He was drafted in the place he wasn't supposed to be because of you. Now, all of a sudden, we can't talk about him either. Now, imagine if LeVar Ball runs up on Stephen A. Imagine if T. Morant runs up on Stephen A. How classless we would say they are. How immature we would say they are. LeBron James is a father doing the same thing for a professional basketball player. And I get it. I 100% get it, man. Sometimes somebody does something and it's on site. Stephen A. say, why you didn't call me? Mav got my number, right? He say, Rich got my number. Because LeBron James saw him and LeBron James wanted to make that point. He wanted to show the world. He wanted to show Stephen A. And he probably wanted to show Bronny, bro, I got you. And I'll do it publicly so everybody sees it. The problem is this. You ain't run up on Skip all them years he was talking about you. You ain't run up on everybody else all that time he was talking about you. And if you're going to run up on everybody that says Bronny James didn't deserve to be drafted where he was drafted at, you're going to have to do a whole lot of damn fighting.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah, right. And after that, I'll get back to what Clark just said. But when Ryan Clark was on to just say that, but LeBron James has just been handled. He said he has a lot of poise and has handled his career for someone who's been scrutinized since day one. Right. LeBron James has handled a lot of the criticism very well as a professional athlete, and I agree, Ryan Clark. He definitely has. In this particular case, I don't think he has handled that very well. That being said, Ryan Clark is right though. He can't come at everybody, right? Stephen A. Smith is low-hanging fruit. He's the biggest on TV. He's there for the game. You want to come check him about something that you misinterpreted. Clearly he misinterpreted. I don't know why. I stopped crapping on my son. I think LeBron James was targeting Stephen A. Smith for all the people who were really crapping on Bronny James, right? So I'm not trying to beat a dead horse in this, but it's still, when you got guys like a Ryan Clark, I think he came into defense. Stephen A. Smith, you can make the case that, there's a level of bias. But I think Ryan Clark tries to be, I think he's trying to be objective. He sees it both ways, even though he's said he's not on the level of LeBron James. He has a son who plays for Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't play the clip, but he was like, if his son, he said also, if his son told Ryan Clark's son told Ryan, he's like, if his son ever did that. He said if his dad ever did that, he'd be really upset. And Bronny James, he's an athlete. He's a professional now. Okay, doesn't matter how he got there. He's a professional athlete on the Los Angeles Lakers. He needs to know how to defend himself. Okay, and I don't think it was very. Look, there could be legit reasons to defend Bronny James if you're LeBron James, right? I don't think this is one of them. Okay, and then also to come at Stephen A. Smith, let it be known, and he did. LeBron James someone caught him eavesdropping, eavesdropping the convo with Richard Jefferson that it was as a father. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense either. You know what I'm saying? So as a father, so LeBron James is he mad at how Stephen A.'s attitude and reaction? I don't get it. I still don't get where LeBron James is actually mad at, in particular to Stephen A. Smith. Okay, everybody else, yeah. Magic Johnson said he ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of people say he won't ready and crapped on him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, excellent points from Ryan Clark. LeBron James can't come at everybody, and if you are, you need to come at the right people who deserve to be to get the smoke, right? I still don't see how Stephen A. Deserves the smoke in this particular instance, though, man. Anyways, guys, y'all know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.